One more thing about marker types. In the last video we showed you built-in marker types, and some you might want to use for your own indexes, but you can also create custom marker types, and these are useful because you can give them names that really make sense to you. So for instance, let's take this subject marker, and we could go up here to the marker type drop down, and there's an edit command at the bottom, and that basically lets you create and manage custom marker types. So let's create one called well, let's just call it special. We won't be very creative here. So we just type in a new name, we click add, and then the dialog box will keep popping open until you click done, because it's allowing you to actually create and edit multiple marker types at one time. So if we click done here, you'll see now that this is available in our drop down, so I can actually change this marker type to a special marker type. And again, that's just an arbitrary name. I can pick whatever name I want, and then we can go back up here and we click the edit command, and I can change my mind and say, you know what, I'm going to delete this. Now if you've inserted any markers with this type, which we did, it'll warn you. It'll say if you delete that marker type, it's actually going to delete all the markers with that type. And you'll see if we click OK, it's actually going to delete that marker that was in the marker pod. So that just gives you some options as far as deleting marker types. Now the built-in marker types you can't delete. So if I go up here and I say edit, and then I pick one of these, for example, let me pick comment, and click delete, it tells me you can't delete it. It's required by FrameMaker. So those built-in marker types that you're going to see by default, they're built in and you can't delete them, and there's really no reason to anyway, but just to let you know, if you try, that's what's going to happen. And you can also rename marker types. If you click the change button, you can change comment to a new marker type. But typically you wouldn't do that. The only time you're going to do that is if you name a marker type and you don't like the name, you might want to change it to something else.